Hey guys, how's it going? I know I haven't really been vlogging much for camp, and that's because this time last week I got really bad RSI in this wrist, and my wrist was all swollen and stuff, and it was that way until Tuesday, so I didn't really get a lot of writing done, and I was trying not to be on my computer and typing too much just in case it made it worse. So I haven't really done a lot of writing for Camp Nano, which is why I am now still sitting at 12,000 something words, and yeah, it's not really going that well for me. I'll probably still attempt to write, but it's not gonna be 50,000 words at the end of the month because I physically don't think I can do that. So I'm kind of doing a whole mixture of projects right now. I'm still trying to write my Camp Nano story, which I have now titled Sarasi. It's coming along well, apart from the fact that it's from two different characters' point of views, my two main characters, and I like writing Felon's point of view because she's fun to write and she's interesting, but I hate writing Larius's point of view because he's so boring. He does get more interesting later on, at least I hope he does, but for the moment all I've really done is get bored every time I write him. So I either really need to fix his character or just try and push past all the boring stuff to get to the good stuff. Yeah, so I think today's the day that the Harry Potter film comes out over here. I didn't get to go and see the midnight showing, unfortunately. Couldn't afford tickets for a start. My family tends to go the second Saturday that it's out, so that it's been a week and people are kind of, they've all seen it, and the cinema's not as crowded and it's easier to get tickets. So in the meantime, I'm going through and reading all the Harry Potters again, and I've just started reading The Philosopher's Stone, which I didn't realise this book is so tatty because I've read it that much. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but it's literally, there we go, falling apart. But that's the first one. I have taken better care of my later books because, for instance, Goblet of Fire, I think, is the first one. Yeah, Goblet of Fire onwards are all my first editions, and I don't know why I picked this up, but I picked it up earlier and these fell out, and I have no idea what these are. I don't remember ever having them, but they're BT phone cards. Expiry dates June 1998, and December 1997. I have no idea what these things are, like, at all. Whatever, but they fell out of my Goblet of Fire book. So I'm going to ask my mum about them later, because for a while I wasn't allowed to have my first editions just in case I did, you know, ruin them. So I'll see if she knows what they are. But considering I couldn't really write a lot over the weekend and like the beginning of this week, I tried to attempt to edit instead. So I was looking over my book, Daisy. This is my Create Space proof from my 2010 Nano. The story that's inside here has been rewritten twice now. No, it's on its second time, but I'm currently doing it on the laptop. I'm going through each section bit by bit, and I'm adding things and I'm taking things away, and I think it's working a whole lot better than what's in this. So hopefully I'll be able to get a nice decent copy of that, get another proof copy because I live for proof copies. If you don't believe me, I have a whole bunch of them. Actually, that's only 4. Where's my other one? Here we go. Another 2. So yeah, I have a whole big pile of proof copies of the stories that I wrote. I like having books of my novels. It makes them seem so much more, I really can't think of the word. It's a nice feeling having a story that you wrote in your hands. So if you've ever done NaNoWriMo and you've never gotten your Create Space proof copy at the end of it, even if your story sucks and you know you're going to rewrite it, I would recommend getting a proof copy. For example, this one, okay? This one I did for 2007. This was my very first NaNoWriMo novel, and I didn't even get the formatting right for this. I mean, for a start, you open it up and it's on the wrong side. For a start, there's no page numbers in this either. But this is the first novel I ever wrote in 2007. I was 17 years old, and I wrote most of it while I was in high school. In my classes in high school, I sat on the computer and did it, and my teachers were really great actually. They didn't mind me doing it as long as I asked them first. But this novel here is this novel here in its rawest form, so it's always nice to have the two to compare, you know. Anyways, I am rambling, and I know I'm rambling, and I need to stop rambling, and I'm rambling about rambling. But yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm going to continue with the editing and the writing at the same time, but I'm going to try and at least get 25,000 words written for July's camp, and then try and get the full 50 for August's camp. So I'll have 75k rather than 100k overall. But yeah, I want to try and focus on Sorati because I feel it does have quite a good story to tell. What was that? That was the worst sentence ever. I feel like it's a good story to tell, but my main priority right now is the Daisy, which is this one here. I plan on sending this out by the end of the year to agents and publishers and people of that sort. So yeah, I want to get that finished first. I finished writing this completely. I got the 50k in November last year. I finished writing it completely in February, I think it was, and it was about 92,000 words when I finished it, and I got this copy here. But yeah, it's now about 70 because after my first round of edits I took out a heck of a lot of stuff. So I'm hoping that this will be my last round of edits for it, putting all the important information in, taking all the sucky stuff out, fixing any little grammar issues, and yeah, I'll get my last proof copy for it, and then I will ship it out manuscript style to anybody that wants it. I have a whole list of agents that I'm going to research fully and send like query letters to and stuff. So yeah, has anybody seen the Harry Potter film yet? I really want to know what it's like, because I like the Harry Potter movies, but I feel that they've been only semi-faithful to the books. I mean, when I can remember going to see The Philosopher's Stone in the cinema, and all I did was complain, because they missed out a whole bunch of my favourite scenes from that film. So I'm really hoping that with The Deathly Hallows Part 2, they stay as faithful to the book as possible, because I will scream if they don't, seriously. I mean, I like the movies, I really do like the movies, but I like the books more. So if they're not faithful to the books, I was disappointed with Deathly Hallows Part 1. Everybody I speak to absolutely loved it, but I was disappointed. It was good, but it wasn't great, you know? So yeah, I just looked at the time. This video is 9 minutes long, and all I've done is ramble. And there's no edits or nothing in this, so I seriously have been standing talking for 9 minutes. It's not something I would usually do. I feel like I'm making up for missing about 7 days worth of videos. Anyway, so how is everybody's camps doing? I've noticed that there's a distinct lack of vlogs now. Is that because we're reaching the middle of the month? Because at the beginning there was quite a lot, and a lot of people were saying, yeah, I'm going to vlog every day, and I'm going to, you know, and I see maybe 2 people doing it now. I think it's actually only down to 1. But yeah, I'm going to try and vlog every day again. Even if it's not a camp vlog, you know, I'll try and vlog about my editing or something, because I do like doing vlogs. It just takes me a while to build the energy to, you know, stand and talk, and especially if I have nothing to talk about. That's the worst thing, and it's now 10 minutes. I need to stop talking. Okay, I'm going to go now. Comment below on what your Camp Nano stats are at, if you are still doing camp, if you're behind like me and trying to catch up, if you're way ahead, or if you're already finished. That's great, by the way, if you are already finished. But yeah, I'm going to go and edit some more, maybe write a bit because I haven't written today. So yeah, I will stop before this gets to 11 minutes. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow.